Token Vaping, Polluted Pacific Vapes. Today's juice review that I'm doing is on a company called Fallout Liquids. They do have a website. It is at maskervape.com. That's maskervape.com. They do have three various lines on there. It is the Fallout liquid, which they were gracious enough to send me a sample set to do. A line called Maskervape Night and Maskervape Premium. So all various flavors. Excuse me. All various flavors and just different styles, different labels, obviously, and things like that. So, but the one that I was sent was the Fallout line, which is this one right here. This is an 80-20 mixture, so they definitely are big on the clouds as well as giving solid flavors as well. I believe they are located in South Carolina. They have 5 nicotine levels. It's a 0, the 1.5, a 3, a 6, and a 12. Now on their website you can purchase either a 30 ml bottle, which is this size here, or a 120 ml bottle. The 30 ml bottle is $15.99 and the 120 ml bottle is $29.99. So really it is not a bad deal at all. It's very affordable, good sizes and good quality as well. You can also actually purchase a 5-pack of either. You can get a 5-pack of a 30 ml or a 5-pack of a 120 ml. The 30 ml 5-pack is $69.95 for all 5 flavors, and the 120 ml pack is $139.95. So you do save a little bit of money doing the full set. That's basically how they get people to be interested in the set instead of trying to pick and choose. Now, the packaging that it was sent in was not really anything special. It's just a black box that has the shipping. But I do want to point out the one thing that I do like, and it is the first time that I've seen this in a lot of the juices that I've gotten from various companies. Usually most companies use bubble wrap. Fallout Maskervapes, they use the stiff foam, kind of like what you see in a handgun or a rifle case. They have the thick foam in there so that when the bottles are in, they don't move around, but then when you close the box, it puts enough pressure that it keeps them in place. I think that's actually a really cool idea. So my hat's off to you for that one. That is definitely different. It is definitely new. So maybe some other companies might see it or catch wind of it or have heard about it and might follow suit. It definitely does help. I have had to deal with, bottles being broken in transit and things like that, even if it is written on there as fragile or liquids inside. So something like that, just adding that little bit of extra protection, definitely is a nice touch. Now, for the bottles that they come in, these do come plastic sealed. There is a safety seal on them. Obviously, I had to open them to try them, but they do have a plastic seal, child safety cap. It is the amber color bottle, so it definitely holds and contains the flavor and as well as the consistency of the juice as best quality as possible within the bottle. There is their nicotine level options here. Mine is a 3, as you can tell. They do have the warning label and ingredients on here as well. All of their ingredients are USP kosher and locally sourced. The nicotine is pharmaceutical grade as well. And it does have the Maskervapes and Shadow Artist, who is the behind the scenes as far as the logo and everything else. Now, all of these, as basically as you can tell by the name, it's Fallout. So it's basically kind of dealing with a nuclear fallout concept as things like that, which I think is kind of cool because it's, again, something a little different. But each label has something different that attributes to that. This one here is Acid Rain, so as you can see, there is a rainstorm in there. Nuclear Winter shows a like zombie type hands, because obviously if there's a nuclear fallout, you're going to have nuclear radiation and everything coming out as irradiated. And then there is the winter like background on the label, and in suit they all basically do follow style like that, so it is pretty cool. There are obviously I'm going to say that there isn't a huge amount of overkill on the artwork and everything else, but they are tastefully done. They are well done. They do fit the theme of what they're trying to do with their name and their flavors. So it definitely all fits together, which is really cool. There are multiple people behind the scenes as well. They do have customer service, a manager, owner operator, everything else like that. One thing that I thought was cool, and at least on one of the picture posts that I saw from them, is one of the owners is actually also one of the mixologists. I think that's cool just because it shows their dedication and their passion for making this e-juice. They do make these in small batches and they do follow a consistency level. So they try to make sure that all of their juice is done exactly the same way so that there isn't a lot of variance, there isn't a lot of possibility for a huge change in the flavor. They're not going to keep making them differently each batch because then it's going to make them all taste different. So they basically try to follow the same exact formula and mixing procedures and everything per batch, and they keep it small so that everything stays consistent. That's a really impressive attention to detail and quality control. So it just goes to add to their again their passion, their dedication, their commitment to putting out as high quality and as top shelf of juice product as they can. So it definitely does help. The one main thing, as I come across with a lot of juice companies that are higher in the PG or VG, I'm sorry, the VG. This is one of the smoothest vaping lines that I have had the pleasure of trying. Absolutely no throat kick whatsoever at all, nothing. That's one thing that they pride themselves on, is that they want to make their vaping experience as smooth as possible to make it that much more enjoyable, so you don't have to worry about a scratchy throat or a little harsh kick in the back of your throat. So definitely that well done with that, and if that is consistent across the board in all of their lines, then it's definitely very well done. Excuse me. Now, as far as for the flavors, I'll go through these here really quick, and then I will vape on one of them to show you the cloud production as well on that. Acid Rain is this one here. It is a blueberry cheesecake. Now, as some of you know, whoever has watched my videos or followed me on Instagram, I am a big cheesecake person. I grew up in New York, so my preference for cheesecake has always been really strong. I'm not a huge cake or dessert fan, so cheesecake was one of the few desserts that I was able to really get into and really enjoy, and I do consistently try to. It's hard outside of New York to find one, in my opinion, that matches up to it. So I don't eat it as much now. However, whenever I see somebody that has a strawberry or blueberry cheesecake or something like that, that's one of the flavors that I have to try. Not for any other reason, but just because that's my, when people ask me like what my go-to flavor is or my one flavor that I will always vape on, strawberry cheesecake would be it. Now, their Acid Rain for their blueberry cheesecake. The only problem that I had with this one is I didn't get as much of a creaminess of the cheesecake aspect. Blueberry is a very strong flavor. No matter what you put it in, it's definitely going to be a bit stronger than whatever else it's mixed with. So it's hard to be able to always be able to find that set consistency and evenness. So while this had a very good blueberry flavor, it just, the cheesecake aspect of it got a little lost in it, I feel. Not to where it was a bad vape, don't get me wrong. It just, when it's stated as blueberry cheesecake, I was hoping for the cheesecake aspect as well. So for me, it fell a little short on that one, but still a really good flavor. Their Nuclear Winter. This is a smooth mint chocolate. Now, I'm not a huge mint fan, and I don't do a whole lot of sweets. So this is probably my least favorite out of all of them. Not because it tastes bad, just because I'm not a fan of chocolate or mint, just in general. Um, Automatically, as on first inhale, first smell, first vape, first exhale, first everything about this flavor screams a thin mint or uh, a peppermint patty style candy. Um, Very, very dead on in that aspect. I mean, if you've ever had anything like that, this is exactly that flavor in a vape. So if you like that type of, of taste, the chocolate minty type thing like that, you will definitely fall for this flavor. It is a most accurately dead on vape for that. The next one here is Blast Radius. Um, and this is supposed to be a lemon pound cake, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's a mushroom cloud in the background right there. For the lemon pound cake, again, this one here definitely spot on. It's a lemon pound cake if you've ever had it. It's got it. You get on the smell of it, you get more of the pound cake smell. It smells more of the pound cake than it does the lemon. But when you vape it, I'm telling you, it's impressive. It's if you close your eyes and you basically just vape on it, unless you've had like a homemade lemon pound cake that somebody made specifically a certain way, it will be very hard to say that this is not, actual lemon pound cake. It definitely upholds the flavor of what it's supposed to very, very well. Um, Irradiated is this one right here. This one is a strawberry shortcake. Now, the one thing about strawberry shortcake that I've discovered is that, and again, the smell, I like strawberry, so this one definitely has a really good smell. Vape wise, again, same thing. Spot on to what it's supposed to. Strawberry shortcake is one of those desserts that has a nice little range of flavors because depending on how the person makes it, there's always going to be a little tinge in the taste that's going to be a little different from person to person. So, in a way, that kind of makes it easier, I believe, for making the flavor in a vape juice because it means you don't have to be 100% dead on in one specific spot. Um, it does help so that you still have a little bit of a window to play with, but it's not so much that you literally just make strawberry something and say that's what it is, and people are like, oh, okay, yeah. No, I mean, it still does taste like a strawberry shortcake if you've ever had one, whether it was homemade from a restaurant, anything like that. You get that spongy cake on the exhale, but it definitely has a smooth strawberry flavor to it. Now, the one that I'm going to do for the vaping example of for the clouds is their Wasteland, which is this one right here. It is a strawberry banana milkshake, and holy cow, let me tell you, this is my favorite one out of this whole set. I'm starting to become a really big fan of the strawberry banana mixture. I've come across a few that I've just totally have fallen for that I definitely vape on quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say that it's not that. It's definitely strawberry banana. And believe it or not, it actually smells like the milkshake version. If you've ever had one at like a soda shop or a restaurant, anything like that, the milkshake itself has a certain odor to that. You definitely smell it in this. If you haven't had a chance to try this or your shop does not carry this line, get them to at least get this one. And when you smell it, literally smells like an actual milkshake. I'm telling you, it's definitely worth it. So I'm going to show you the vaping on this as well, so I can show you the cloud production real quick as I do in all my videos before I forget. The cotton that I'm using is from Texas Tough. It is not a pansy as cotton ball, but check out USA_Vape Mama on Instagram for further information on an amazing cotton. This is all I use for all of my vaping, whether I'm doing a video or not. So as you're going to see, the 80/20 definitely does give a little bit thicker consistency on the liquid, which definitely shows that it is a very solid vaping liquid as well. I really like the smell of this too. So as always, as you're seeing here, I am vaping at 65. And I'm going to go ahead and show you the cloud production on this. And again, as I state in all my videos, please do not take my opinion and my reaction to something as set in stone or by the book. In no way, shape, or form am I trying to say that this is how you're supposed to be. Everybody's taste palette is different. Everybody's. They may be similar, but there will always be something different about it. So all I try to do is just give a detailed information or example of a certain line to give you a better idea of what it may or may not do for you. Ultimately, everybody should go and try their own stuff and find out what works for them. I'm just trying to help. I'm not trying to set in stone any type of ruling or anything like that. So if it comes off that way, I greatly apologize for that. That is not my intent. Here is Wasteland from Fallout Liquids at 65 watts. Very solid, very smooth. No throat kick. I mean, I don't feel anything in the back of my throat area at all. Nothing. It is a very, very smooth vape. The strawberry and the banana mix very nicely together, but there is not too much of either one. The milkshake aspect of it, the creaminess for it, is definitely there, which helps smooth it out. It is just a very enjoyable vape. I mean, it is very comfortable. It's just mellow. And as you can see, the clouds are very solid as well. It just is. I mean, it's if you guys are looking for an all-day vape that is definitely a comfortable, smooth vape that is not gonna overdo your flavor palette to where you vape out on it really quick, to where it's too rich or too much. This is definitely a line that you need to try. Like I said, with the exception of the blueberry cheesecake, the acid rain, that's the only flavor I had an issue with at all. And the fact that I just didn't get the creaminess of the cheesecake out of it is not really an issue. I just didn't get the full flavor like I did the other four. But overall, like I said, if you're wanting an all-day vape that is smooth, full of flavor, definite good clouds, but that is a comfortable vape that you literally can vape on all day and not be bothered by it at all, Fallout Liquids, right here. Maskervape.com. Definitely try them out. Even if you just try one flavor or the whole set. If you and a couple of friends want to go in on a set and you guys all may find one of the flavors works for you, definitely give it a shot. Check out your store if they carry it. If not, have them reach out to them for some samples. It's definitely worth the investment. It's definitely worth the experimentation and the trying of it. Strawberry banana milkshake all day. I could vape this. I will vape this quickly. I will use up that bottle. I promise you. Just a great line done by a great bunch of guys that, want just to enhance vaping experiences, which is all I like to do. So definitely check them out, maskervape.com. They're on Facebook and Instagram. Check them out as well there. Like and follow them. Fallout Liquid, Maskervapes, guys, thank you so very much for this opportunity. It was an amazing experience. Your line is a true solid all-day vape line. As always, I'm Token Vaping, right here. Currently employed at Pacific Vapes. I'm here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. Hit me up, follow, like, subscribe. Anything that I can do to help enhance your vaping experience and make it that much more enjoyable, I want to do 100%. I fully support the vaping community. I am a true believer of it. I am a firm member of it. Don't let anybody try to tell you different about your vaping experience. Everybody has a different one. Doesn't matter why you started it, as long as you're legal. Does not matter why you do it. It really doesn't. If you vape, you vape. As long as you're true to yourself, you're automatically part of the vaping community. Life's too short. Just enjoy it while you can. Don't worry about the petty stuff. Till next time, guys, vape on, vape strong.